Yeah.
Not there's an artist that we want to work with.
It's Lego.
Yeah. We're just gonna take Jenny from the block because she looks like she could be an artist, and we're gonna mold her into a certain way. And okay, she has somewhat of a tune, but we can auto tune that. We can fix that, and then we're just gonna package her this way. And it's like, go out there and make us money. And they're no longer any more like real singers or real artists. How you were talking about with hip hop, there's not really many real artists out there anymore. And it's like, that's what pissing me off about music nowadays, because ain't nobody real. And half the artists that I say that out there, especially hip hop artists, are saying, yo, I got my Mac 10, I got my this, and I got my that. It's like, you're not a gangster. You're not a gangster. Because when you go on your block and you're trying to act like you're hard, it's like when you buck into a real gangster, you afraid up. Mm-hmm. You're only as hard as the people that you keep around you. Or you're only as popular as the people that you have around you. So it ain't nothing when you're on your own. Mm-hmm. So, music is whack. And that's why most times when you ask me, like, what do you know about the music industry nowadays? I'm like, I don't know nothing. I don't really listen to many of the songs out there because I think it's all whack. There are a couple good tunes.
There's good bangers.
There's some bangers, whatever. But I consider bangers are ones that you hear today, and then 5 years later you hear it again. You're like, oh, yo, I remember that tune. I remember where I was. I remember the feeling that it gave me.
Like
Banger,
today.
right? Yeah, a banger now is like you hear it now, and then you hear it 2 years ago, and they play it now, and you're like, yo, turn that guy. I don't want to hear that song. That song annoys me. I can't stand that. That's what music nowadays is. It's basically, you hear it now, and then 6 months later, you'll turn the radio guy. I don't want to hear that anymore.
I feel you on that. Radio's too diluted. Mm-hmm. It's the same 808s or the same tempo, and you're just like, I heard this before. It's just a different face or a different sound onto the track. It's not like how it was in the 90s where the music video had to pop for the song to pop. Mm-hmm. Then after the music video, it was on the radio. Yeah. Nowadays, it's just pop play, SoundCloud or YouTube, whatever, and you're already making a gold track. Right? Mm-hmm. Like the Blueface guy, Tatiana or I don't know what it's called. Tatiana. That track, I like the beat. Mm-hmm. Do I like the lyrics? No. I'm gonna be honest with you, no. But it's catchy, so I can't knock him for that. I can't knock his hustle. I can't knock it because he's doing what he wants to do. Mm. I like lyrics, but I also like beats. Yeah, it's a nice beat. It felt like some old school Snoop Dogg, the beat, but just turn the tempo up so you could dance to it. I can't knock it. People are remixing stuff, but the message is more diluted now, or AKA the lyrics is diluted. Mm-hmm. It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, it is. It's a gift and a curse.
And that's the reason why, even for me, like right now, music I listen to, like if you go on my phone and you're like, oh, what kind of music you listen to? Soca. That's what I listen to right now. And it's not a matter of like the lyrics are this and the this is that. It's like, it just gives me a feeling that it's nostalgic for me. It gives me a good feeling. And that's the reason why I listen to it on a regular basis. And I listen to reggae, periodically. I'm a Jamaican, so, I have to represent my people, them. So I listen to a little things. But when it comes to like the pop, the mainstream,
is that Selena Gomez?
Yeah.
And Ariana Grande?
Look, you know what? I'll give Ariana Grande props because she can sing. She can sing. Like, I've heard her, like, just sing without any music, without any track. Girl's got a voice.
Yeah, she can sing.
Right? And she's a Disney kid, so, like, she's from the era when, like, how Justin Timberlake was a Disney kid. Like, you got to be able to sing. And that's another guy, like, I'm waiting for him to come back and do something, Justin Timberlake, because he basically ended off most of these artists who think they're artists. He shot because they didn't know that this boy could really do it like that. So I'm waiting for that artist that brings music back to where it was.
I get yeah.
I'm not trying to say I'm the one. I ain't Neo. I ain't the one. All right, but
Deja vu.
But, you know, I'm waiting for somebody who actually is out there that can do that thing, that can bring it back to, you know, where music was. Or bring, not even go back, because, like, you have to keep going forward, right? Going back isn't always the best thing. It's nice to be nostalgic, but who can turn music or R&B music and bring it to a place where it feels fresh again, where people want to do it again.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm waiting for. So, like, for that one period, that one, like, 5-year or 10-year stint where people want to go back to R&B. That's what I'm waiting for.
Feel you on that. Do you have any closing notes for episode 5, I believe?
Yeah. Well, my closing thoughts for the day is just basically for all our listeners, for all the people that are, you know, have stuck with us so far, and, you know, giving us a chance. We want to say thank you. You know, it's really hard when you're, you know, just starting up something.
Or be males.
Yeah. When you're just starting
talking about relationships.
When you're starting up something, and especially for males, talking about relationships and our viewpoints and whatever, you know, it's really hard, you know, because you don't know whatever flack you're gonna get. You don't know whatever, you know, hate or love you're gonna get. But, you know, sticking to it and plugging through it really shows, I feel, you know, shows a lot of heart. And I feel that we have, you know, continuously each and every episode put our heart and put our thoughts out there to just, you know,
we're vulnerable.
Yeah, to show you that, you know, vulnerability is perfectly fine. But, you know, we're expressing how we feel. And, you know, just like how, you know, you slide into my man's DMs and just, you know, being a little salty at times, you know, we accept that. You know, we accept the fact that we're going to have, you know, people that are going to hate. We're going to have, you know, the negative Nancy's. But, you know, we're just asking that, you know, just try to be a little bit, you know, accepting. Try to open your ears up, because that's what we're really doing right now. We're just trying to, you know, give people the opportunity to have another viewpoint out there, because there are so many females on YouTube or podcasts that are stating, you know, this is how guys should be. This is what guys should do if they want a girl, and if they want to keep a relationship. All we're doing is saying, okay, well, now that we're in, this is the best way of, like, working through things, or this is why certain times things mess up for us, because we're stating our truth on that end. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, each and every day, just stick with us, be there. You know, we'll bring you that content, we'll bring you that funny shit. But, you know, that's just what it is. You know, thank you very much for being with us, and, you know, we appreciate you.
All right. I could never top this guy on ending notes, man. Jesus Christ. So for me, I want to say thank you as well. You know, this was an idea that I had in my head. Wasn't really serious about it, but then I kept on seeing other podcasts, and they were missing something. They weren't being real, or they weren't from a guy's point of view. And the guys that were doing podcasts were on some idioting. Like, they weren't speaking their truths or their facts. And to be honest, I think what really drive me to do this is no shot, this is no jab, was a previous relationship. I think that is the thing that filled me up to do this. It gave me the energy. It put the battery in my back to get this done. I don't mind being the voice for men out there about relationships. If you love your ex and you want her back, go get her or go talk to her. I'm not saying ignore her or be a dick or play that stupid cat and mouse game or them silly games. If you feel like in your soul, in your heart, that you love this girl, go get her. For your females, if you feel like this man is worth a second try or start fresh, do it. Don't make other forces influence you on your life, because at the end of the day, you two are the only people in the bowl. Other people may look into the bowl, but they have no say what goes into the bowl, if you get what I'm trying to say. You need to be your own person. Getting, like we said, validation or whatever from other peers, they may not give you the right, let's say, pep talk, because one, they could be salty themselves. They don't have anybody that's showing them affection or time or just wants to be with them. So when you're going into your emotions, they see that, they want you to put you on their level. Don't fall into the mix. If you want to move on, move on. If you don't, work things out. If one person wants to go, you want to stay, just state your case. I was about to say plea, but no.
No pleading.
You state your case like a man. Be confident in what you want. Vice versa for a lady. You sit down like a boss, state your case, and if that person agrees with your case, good. If not, you have nothing to lose. You said how you felt or how you feel and what you see in the future with the two of you. If that person can't see that at this time, it's their loss. Always remember that. It's their loss. On another note, I want to shout out all the black-owned businesses out there. I'm going to put all your descriptions below on this episode. Also, I want to give shout out to all the men that's fighting the good fight. We get slacked on and kicked on every day, especially us black men. Hold your head up. We got this. We kings. And what else am I missing? Am I missing anything else?
No, I don't think so, man.
All right, I think that's it. I don't know. I think there's more, but at the moment, the brain is on pause. So, yes. So, everybody's asking for more content.
Okay.
Cool. I'm with that too. So, now on the YouTube page, me, TJ, is going to have 2 other playlists. One talking about businesses and the community. The other one talking about other topics with my friends or people in my community, like a one-on-one interview. I think that would be good. Maybe post that type of stuff every other day. And on a good note, it's not going to be an hour long. It'll probably be 10 to 30 minutes. So give you guys something that's not too long to digest the knowledge. Mm-hmm. As for my boy Iron,
yep,
he's going to do the same thing, but instead of businesses and community, he's talking about music, his short stories, or local events. Like he went to the RC event and he put a little snippet onto his personal page. Mm-hmm. We're going to do stuff like that. We're going to go to Fan Expo, Comic-Con events, doing like little interviews here and there. And that also segues to my amateur photography. I love photography. I always did, but I never had the eye for it. But I learned to see through them eyes from my ex. Shout outs to you for that skill. So now I love it. So I'm gonna be doing amateur photos and interviews as well to make it go full circle. We're doing interviews at fan expos with people in cosplay or people in general saying why they like coming to Comic-Con. And also I'm going to be taking photos of the females or males in their costume and get a little rundown of how many years they've been going and this and that. So stay tuned for the Concrete Jungle magazine IG page. Yeah. Was that kind of seeking validation or not?
No, that wasn't seeking validation.
All right, good.
That was just promotion, baby. That's promotion, baby.
I love it.
We're talking about Den of Owls. We're talking about everything that involves with the Den of Owls and all our projects and all of the things that we're planning on doing.
Yeah.
So we're telling you right now, we're bringing you more content, not just in the podcast form. Eventually, you will start seeing video of us. You will start seeing things that we're going to be doing outside. And eventually, some of the aspects of of our podcast will be broken down into segments so that if it's, too much to take in at one time, you get a little snippet of each thing so you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, because I know some people don't have that long attention span. That's cool. That's why we also post memes and short stories on the IGPA. the Denival underscore podcast. For you guys, daily content, you know, we try our best here, man. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain people that's like to hate, especially on black men doing their thing. But we like it though. Like I said, the last episode, I get aroused from hatred. So keep on hating. It fills me up to make me do bigger and better things. After this, after this pops, I'm going to make my photography pop. After the photography pops, I'm going to start making clothes. I want to be the new FUBU. You know what I'm saying? I want to make black owned clothes because there's a lot of black owned businesses out there, even especially on IG, that make fly ass shit, but they get stuff under the rug because they're not Gucci or Fendi or Louis and all that stuff. Me personally, everything I rock since 2016 has been black owned. I will search every day to find black owned businesses and support them and rock their swag. Yeah, I do rock polo here and there, but that's as far as I go.
But as always, that is the end of the Den of Owls podcast, episode 5.
5.
It is your boy Iron Letter. You can catch me at Iron Letter on IG. And for my man TJ, again, where can people catch you? The main page, please.
The main page, The Looking Glass 1 on IG.
And of course, you can always find us on Instagram under the Den of Owls. Please like and subscribe if you want to hear more content. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave any comments that you have or anything you'd like us to discuss. We're always willing to hear from you and always willing to talk about things that you want to hear. So again, that has been the Den of Owls podcast. I've been your host, Othello, with my boy TJ, signing off.
Peace.
Later.